10 seconds.
Best of luck.
Can I get a jungle check?
5.
Go to black.
4. 3.
They're not dolls!
Floor, going up.
Alex, no, don't do that. Apologize to the gentleman.
I'm sorry.
15th floor, going up.
Millions of people suffer from mental illness. It's not too late to get the help you need.
Cheap, lying, no good, rotten, four-flushing, low-life, snake-licking, dirt-eating, inbred, overstuffed, ignorant, blood-sucking, dog-kissing, brainless, dickless, hopeless, heartless, fat-ass, bug-eyed, stiff-legged, spotty-lipped, worm-headed sack of monkey shit.
Fucked up cock gobbling, pussy licking, ass munching, titty sucking, child neglectful, salad tossing, meathead, monkey shitting, piss off, chicken little directing writing, lustful, greedy sack of elephant shit.
Goddamn cunt shit, dumbass piss fuck meatball dick cock motherfucker.
And when you mean God, slap that motherfucker in the face, because existence is nothing but his cruel joke on all of us!
The Taunting Hour. The fucking 8th episode of Season 6 and the fucking 254th episode. Why did the fuck did this episode ever get made? Oh, I know. It had to be the new director of this episode who can take constructive criticism the right way. Fucking pussy. This would be an episode I like to call Nickelodeon Promotes Television Suicide on All Critics. The fans have spoken and they want me to smash this episode to pieces with words and leaving a negative impact on the review and making it look stupid. Look, somewhat I can't lay too much revenge on this episode. I'm a YouTuber, not Harvey Weinstein. Okay, maybe I should go all the way with it. But first... Pretty sad, isn't it? That kid was so young, and he had a bright future ahead of him. I guess if it hadn't been for someone who was actually bullying him with criticism, and that kid would have got a great life to live for. Everybody listen, especially for those who are autistic. Please, don't end your life too soon, no matter or how hard your heart grieves with hurtful words. There's a very positive way you can actually look to it. And to those who are autistic, learn to use your gift as a blessing, not a curse. And to be honest, I almost took my own life too, nearly twice when I was 8 and 12 years old. There was those gay couples that actually picked on me so much. Then I started becoming a bully myself. And suddenly 2005, something changed me big. A really big change of heart I actually had. My point is, it's not really a good way to actually end your own life, especially if you're still young. So if you ever feel like you're this little kid in this video, don't be too much afraid to talk to your own parents or guardian, a teacher, or even better, a police officer for help. Or even better yet, I actually want you to take a look in the mirror and I want you to picture whoever you're living with on your left shoulder and your right shoulder. And I want you to imagine right behind you that there's Jesus Christ himself. And I really want you to think about how this would affect not only your family, but him as well if you took your own life. Things are not bad as they seem, as some people don't even know how to handle them the right way. Stop the bullying. Stop the suicide. I'll tell you, there's always love for you out here in this world. You are not alone. Now, where was I? Oh yes, this episode.
Eat that nutstrap, biatch!
Do it again.
Eat that nutstrap, biatch!
Do it again.
Eat that nutstrap, biatch!
Oh, I'm getting it all! Go, LJ!
Yeah, woohoo! Huh? Chandler, do you mind?
I'm gonna kill him.
So right from the very start of this episode, you can already tell that this episode isn't going to work. Especially how the animation look on the characters is. It kind of looks a bit uncanny, like how you see it in the Loud House movie. Because once you compare this animation to another animated episode from either season 2 or 3, you'll actually see the difference. This kind of looks like the same kind of animation they kind of used in The Loudest Thanksgiving.
What kind of run is that, Loud?
Damn rude ass shrew. No wonder the song is called Grandma Got Run Over by a Reindeer.
Grandpa got run over by a reindeer.
Like an emu trotting across the outback.
Hark.
Emu!
Don't lose your nerve.
You know, if Lynn actually did the same thing like what she did in Cowpie Kid, I would be so fucking satisfied that she would put that old lady out of her fucking misery.
All right, LJ, score's tied. 10 seconds left on the clock. Focus, your team needs you.
Emu!
Huh?
What is that?
Shut up, shut the fuck up, Scoots.
Hey! Shut up! No, you shut up!
No, you shut up!
Hey there, Birdie! Thought you could get rid of me that easy?
Hey, will you shut up?
I've got emo legs!
Gobble, gobble, gobble!
Shit, Lynn, it's all in your head. It's like that movie that Renee Zellweger was actually in called Case 39. It's not really there.
God damn it.
Son of a bitch!
Language, everyone.
Move it, Chandler. What happened?
No.
Josh, shut up!
You know, if nobody's gonna put that old bird out of her misery, I'm gonna fucking do it myself. I wish I had my AK-47.
And there's another million things that I would rather do.
Hey, babe!
Motherfucker!
Get what you fucking deserve!
One cop could shut the hell up.
So we come back to the Loud House as Lynn actually loses her shit thanks to the old broad, who I wish that was never in this episode. This is the possible way that shit can get really fucking intense.
I hope she doesn't take it too hard.
What in the hell is that?
Oh no! She's rage lifting again!
Really? Because that sounds like a fucking elephant in the house. Then again, I think that's the reason why they call it there's an elephant in the room.
And those sound like 50-pounders.
Correction, 60-pounders.
My fucking... She's making so much fucking holes in the floor. It's like she's gonna wreck the entire fucking house. But no matter, Lincoln comes to the rescue. What could possibly be so bad about this one?
Oh, what if I sing a song about it?
You knew I was gonna say that.
Because I know you. But please don't sing. This is serious.
If you're here to talk about the game, I'm fine. So just leave me alone.
Leave me alone! Leave me alone! Leave me alone! Leave me alone!
Okay, fine. If you're gonna nag me, I'll tell you. Somehow, Scoots got into my head.
You're like Jesus giving Ben-Hur water. You don't fix everything, but I'm glad you're here.
Judas, fuck, does Lynn Jr. actually take the liking of injuring Lincoln? Even when she doesn't even know that she's actually fucking hurting her own brother?
You really know just what to say sometimes, Lincoln. Thanks. Ugh, but I still can't get Scoots out of my head.
You're really handpicked.
Crazy suggestion, guys.
No. No advice?
I think I know how to fix your problem. Follow me downstairs.
Okay.
Oh, my foot!
Maybe they should have called more damn exterminators to actually fix this entire fucking house. Because they still might have termites.
I eat wood cause it tastes so good, and I think that I should take a bite.
What I'm about to show you might fix your problem.
Just a rehash of a ribbon dance at the Little Miss Thing pageant. Excuse me while I yawn.
You are a goddamn embarrassment. I'm not spending another moment looking at your pathetic, imp-sucking face!
Excuse me while I go get a rubber hose. Oh, I'm not gonna get her drenched. I'm gonna hang her old ass with it.
Okay, so maybe Lola has a critic too. How's that supposed to help me?
I thought you might say that. What if I could show you that it's not just Lola? It's everyone in our family.
Fine. If it'll keep the emus out of my head, I'll give you a chance. But if you're wrong, I get to give you 100 noogies.
Fine, I'll try. Just don't get your taco in a twist, baby.
Was that you trying to be sexist or racist?
Whatever pisses you off more.
Good fuck. Lynn Jr. hasn't even gotten through her period zone yet. Shit, I wonder how Lenny was when she was 13.
And a nose just like a rudder.
But fuck that shit. We're actually gonna be moving on to actually see how Loon and her bands are actually doing at the Burn Bean. Hey, is it just me, or is that still his mom I'd see?
This group sounds worse than my grandma's piccolo band. And you call that foam?
Survey says...
Look, my time is money, so I'll keep this short. Your
You're not here because we wanted you here.
Should have brought my rape whistle.
You're here because Jeffrey couldn't make it for his cannibal cooking segment.
Ugh, what a bitch.
Everyone's a fucking critic. You know, I'd be too fucking surprised if that actually is Sam's mom. Because if that were, how do you think this would have fucking turned out? If either Sam or Luna actually heard her say some stupid shit like that.
You ever been smacked across your face by a giant 50-foot frog?
I wonder if that guy ever wiped his ass with the wrong hand.
But more criticism actually comes at Lynn's table.
Order up!
Well, you should just stick to lasagna. This tastes like my denture cream.
Ouch! Ooh, such an insult. Let me know when you come up with something creative to call me, you sack of poorly packaged horse shit.
You know, this doesn't make any sense either for Mr. Grouse to actually say some stupid shit like this about Lynn Steers cooking, because in the previous seasons, he's actually enjoyed his cooking, which I wouldn't be too fucking surprised if he actually turned himself into a cat, because he takes a liking into loving lasagna a lot, like a certain orange fat cat we all know.
These are letters readers send to the editor. Some of them can be pretty mean. Dear Rita, your advice stinks. Next time I'll save its stamp and ask Mr. Bobbins. He's a cat.
Yeah, and I also heard he was a queer prick.
But only the douchebag ones who exist in movies to make punchlines work.
Son of a bitch!
I wonder what that even said if I played it backwards.
I wouldn't dare repeat it.
You know, seeing something like this reminds me of Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets.
Ronald Weasley! How dare you steal that car? I am absolutely disgusted! Your father's now facing an inquiry at work, and it's entirely your fault!
And it also reminds me about the 10 emails I got from some haters that were telling me about the Loud House movie after when a certain YouTuber actually gave his results out and they paid attention to what he said. And I lost 33 subscribers in 1 week. But that's not stopping me from doing what I actually love doing on social media. And I will actually do a video comparison about which one is the worst movie.
Check out these comments on Luann's comedy vlog. This user, You're Not Funny 123, writes a lot. Not funny, thumbs down emoji, Newt Fubby. I think they meant to write not funny again, but you get the idea.
Survey says... Now eat my pig, asshole.
Strangely enough, though, there is a YouTuber whose name is like that. But I don't think he's a cyberbullying hating troll, like some of these people I got blocked here. Last but not least, Lisa.
My colleague. I have finally cracked the formula for milk-proof ice cream. My assistant, Todd, will break down the molecular structure through interpretive dance.
Hydrogen, low-fat milk.
Got milk.
Slow down, honey. Do you love Tito? Do ya? Does it taste like... What does it taste like?
Milk.
Tastes like milk?
Yeah.
Not that idiot dancing robot again. This is just embarrassing.
You know, some of these people could actually be having a fucking good job at doing voice acting on Pinky and the Brain. Because it sounds just like he'd be the right role for that character. So now we come back to the Loud House, and it's mostly dinner time, and... Hold on, there's an incoming call right here. I think I got somebody finally on this message. Okay, let me check the computer. Let's see. Who do we got? Let's see. Boy! Quite literally, so to speak. Looks like somebody decided to come after all, and that is... Oh boy, prepare to kick yourselves, people. Andreas. Let me just see how he's doing in the sunshine, but let's just kind of play this a little nice and smooth, because I don't want him to get too upset about this. Hey there, Andreas. How you doing down there on the private beach?
I'm doing fine myself, so what's up with you, Doc?
Well, I actually got a Loud House review today, and I was calling on to a guest star, and I already had one last weekend, and I managed to actually pick you up somehow.
Okay, so what episode you want us to do? I'm game.
I don't want to say this out loud, but I'm just gonna write it down and show you it.
What? Oh, that one?
Yeah. So many people wanted this episode, and it's the month of July, and they said I might need some help to actually review this before I lose my shit again like I did with Kings of the Con.
Oh, sippity-doo-don.
So we're somewhere at the dinner scene with the Loud family after when Lincoln actually showed Lynn about so many hecklers with his side of the family is where we're at right now.
Your 6th plate tonight, honey. You must be feeling better.
Oh, yeah. All thanks to this guy. He helped me see that I shouldn't make such a big deal about having a critic. Everyone has him, especially you guys. I think you mean everybody but me.
Don't flatter yourself.
Yeah, Lola, don't give yourself too much credit.
Eva much?
Well, no. You have that one judge who says your ribbon routine is weak sauce. Oh, wait, no, lame. No, wait. What was the word she used, Lincoln?
Uninspired.
Bingo. There it is.
Survey says...
Poor sweet baby.
Look at her nose twitch. She is scared. Cry, little baby bunny.
Relax, it's not just you. Lincoln pointed out that you all have a hater. Tell him.
Go on. Well, Luna, the burnt bean manager, thinks her grandma's piccolo band is better than the Moon Goats.
Ooh, ouch.
Lynn, one user thinks you're about as funny as a stubbed toe.
Survey says...
Any last words? Too late.
And you thought Fozzie Bear had problems with Stanley and Waldorf. Oh yeah, I went there, Luann.
Dad, Grouse thinks you should stick to lasagnas. Mom, one reader said your advice ruined her life. And Lisa, some scientists are really overtaught.
I'm sorry, I don't mean to laugh so much. It's just, when Lincoln brings up their critics, they make these big beady eyes, and I don't see it so much on Rita. Maybe I have during Undercover, but on Lisa, I've never seen her do those little sad peepers at all, because honestly, Lisa, on the other hand, does not do criticism too much well, because she probably ignores it.
You know what I find funny about Lisa getting criticism? She's usually the one throwing shade at them because they're so unintelligent.
Right.
As one Spider-Man villain said from the Spectacular Spider-Man, she can quip it out, but she can't take it. For shame.
And they think of me as the ruffian.
Sir?
Ooh, wait, I'll be right back. My banana smoothie's here.
All right, then. No, he'll be back, people. Top of the family actually feels like so much they're hurt about this, but where's this going to lead up to? Oh, you could probably guess.
And now to dazzle us like my rhinestone jean jacket, Miss Lola and her ribbon routine.
That's it. 3. 1, 2, 3.
Pussy. I can't believe she actually did that. She just froze. And yet the Black Panther said he never freezes.
I never freeze, bitches.
Hey, guys! Welcome to my show. Mr. C, did you hear the one about the classically trained gorilla?
Hey, Waldorf! One is a Stantler. These two comics were made for each other. One of the comedians is wooden, and the other's a dummy! Oh, that's a good one.
Mix. I was thinking you could make something edible this time. Maybe like a lasagna? No lasagnas in here. Not in here either.
Jeez, what is with Mr. Grouse and lasagna? Somebody's been reading too many Garfield comics lately.
Shit, what's with all the head popping so much everywhere and every time that someone's a Loud family actually sees these people around? It's like they're actually imagining that they're actually here, but honestly, I could just easily just ignore that. He must be seeing things.
Hey, Loud, what's the bathroom code? Cuckoo.
Hey, he was real. Now we're hanging up with Luna and her band. As if you think things possibly could get any worse than...
Okay, well, I deserve that.
Anytime I can, you better know. I think we should open with this song tonight. What do you think, Chunkster?
I hate it. Why did I ever hire you? I should have gone with Grandma Gertie.
Shut up! Everything is beautiful in its own way.
now I get it what Mr. Lunt was meaning when he said, I think we're going to get letters about this. And sure as hell, the Nickelodeon writers are actually going to get letters about this episode the way they did with No Such Luck. Man, y'all see perfection, I'll see fugly. And that's my way of criticism.
Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. For today's presentation, I have prepared...
Oh no, not that idiot dancing robot. Idiot dancing robot.
Idiot dancing robot. Idiot dancing robot.
Okay, that's your cue. Let's get out of here, Lisa. And by the way, everybody is sounding like a mindless robot. Well, a lot of people talk that way.
Robot!
Domo arigato, Mr. Roboto. Domo.
Now nighttime in the Loud House, and Lincoln sitting on the couch watching himself a movie, which I hope it's not a horror movie, at things, you just have to watch this for yourself.
Lincoln!
Oh, he is in for it.
There he is!
Honey, I'm home!
Why did you have to tell us about our haters, dude? Now we're all freezing up.
All right, everyone. Chill.
I made you look, sad and pathetic, like an orphan with no arms or legs. With progeria.
That's telling them, sir.
I thought you would never take constructive criticism that way. I mean, honestly, here this family goes again, actually blaming Lincoln for some bullshit that he tried to help so much out with. You know, I would criticize more about this, but I'm just gonna say I was on Lincoln's team the whole entire time about this.
Look, I'm sorry I told you guys about your critics. I was just trying to help Lynn.
Stinkin'!
What the fuck did I tell you about that one?
I hope that's a happy stinkin'.
What the fuck did I tell you about that one?
Your dumb cure didn't cure me. Scoots heckled me some more, and now I've got evil legs again. Wasn't even at a game. It was at the mall food court.
You know, I gotta say, this family is so sensitive. Grow some backbone.
And to think the family would be so much better in the future, but nope. Why the fuck we taking these people back to square one or back in season 4? That's where something needs to be done with that old bat. I'm surprised she hasn't been caught in a wooden box yet. And why are y'all even paying attention to any of this shit at all?
It doesn't matter what they say.
It's easy for you to say. You don't have to deal with it.
Shut the fuck up!
Luann, could you please shut the fuck up for once? Yeah, and speaking of Luann, why the hell is she taking constructive criticism? As I seem to recall that she didn't mind it so much and had post-anxiety, and she even helped Lucy get over her criticism of bad behavior of critics. I mean, honestly, why is this even bothering her? What happened to the Luann that was so good and a great mentor to Lucy?
This is the new Loud House, don't you know? The people who work on this season don't give a shit about continuity because it's no mind, it's a cartoon. People would just wash it away like it's nothing. Like, we don't care about the past episodes. What we see now is good enough for us.
Oh, that's right, because we got a new writer and a new director who doesn't even know how to take constructive criticism the right way.
Oh, and by the way, I was being sarcastic.
Well, duh. You just go around ruining lives!
What a life ruiner!
Ruiner? Those goddamn cut shit, dumbass piss fuck meatball dick cock motherfucker.
Oh, how I hate them! I hate, and I hate. They drive me to drink!
Jesus, guy!
Confound them.
Excuse me.
You know that little comment Luann said earlier about Lincoln getting criticized? I beg to differ because y'all criticize Lincoln all the freaking time. I just wanted to say that out there because doesn't anybody find that ironic what's going on right here, right now?
Oh, wait a minute. I got a bone to pick with each and every one of them so much. Since the very beginning, this whole family has been criticizing Lincoln ever since either get the message or making the case so much. I don't know if Lincoln deserves to stay in this family or if he decides to put him up for adoption, because honestly, this family does not know how to treat him fairly. This whole family is just a sexist. It's like the girls get so much the good stuff and Lincoln gets so much the fucking porn torture throughout the entire series. And yet, they make Lincoln so useless in season 4. And with that being said, in season 5, even more porn torture shit actually happens to him. What the fuck are they thinking down there? Quit smoking that damn grass right there and get your brain cells in the right fucking place for once. My gosh, I'm so sorry. I'm almost out of breath.
You okay?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm all right. I
understand.
I'm about to get myself a heart stroke right here. Maybe even a heart attack.
You know, I'm gonna sound like one of those old geezers, like, they don't make cartoons like they used to anymore.
No fucking shit, old man. Okay. I'm real sorry, people. I just gotta get my Tylenol and everything. Okay, so where was I? Oh yeah, the constructive criticism bullshit about this episode. So anyway, the next day, Lincoln actually shows his so shallow family about how he handles his critics. And to be honest, this does not really help out so many people in life.
Thanks for coming, everyone. I hope what I'm about to show you will help.
It better. I feel like my emo condition is getting worse. If you start molting, I'm out.
Oh, maybe you are a chicken.
I say I resemble that remark.
I'm sorry, Foghorn. I meant no disrespect to you.
As you're about to see, you're not the only ones with a critic. And 2 out of 3 students believe that.
Lincoln Loud is lame.
What the hell gave birth to you? You smell rank, like something dead. I can't tell your butt from your head. From your head. Now bend down and kiss my green ass.
That son of a bitch.
I'm about to beat my high score.
For lameness.
But at least I know your ass is mine to kick. Why don't you bend that fat load over? Hold it steady. Zorax ready to kick your ass.
You thief, I'm kicking your ass.
Ha! Can you make yourself disappear, Lincoln Lame?
I like to make you disappear.
Seriously, does this guy have any other hobbies than torturing Lincoln? He needs a life.
You know, seeing this little guy around so much, it makes me want to summon Blitz from hell and just assassinate this little bastard.
Yeah. You know what? The funny thing about Chandler, he reminds me of Montana Max from Tiny Toons Adventures.
Is that so?
Yeah, honestly. That's what I'm getting vibes from this guy, I swear.
Dude, that Chandler's a real jerk.
Oh, you just figured that one out?
No shit, Sherlock.
But he doesn't bother me, and that's the whole point. I mean, at first he really got to me, but the more I ignored him, the easier it got. Plus, why should I care what he has to say? I'm doing what I love, and that's all that matters.
And if you can handle Chandler, I think we can handle our critics. Right, everyone?
Totally.
Yeah, let's see how that actually turns out in the future, because let me tell you something.
Fuck all of ya.
This moral sucks. Because honestly, this does not help anybody out so much. I mean, if you're in school so much and you get picked on by anybody who's actually such a total asshole to you, and somehow you can't even handle criticism that way, let me tell you, so many people have lost their lives that way when some people actually got to them. You know what I did so much when so many haters and trolls actually came and bashed me so much? Not only would I issue an edict to people to be on the lookout for them so they don't get themselves attacked by this person, but I would seriously just block them off and just still continue what I love doing best, because no one can stop that or take that away from me.
You know what? You're absolutely right. But if I may, it's not that the moral sucks. It's the execution of this episode is what sucks.
Okay, so that will be add-on as much as well too, but point is, don't let some of these haters get to you in the first place. Hey, listen, I'm not so much of a bad critic right there. I'm a YouTuber. I like doing so much things that are so much fun. I love the Loud House, but except I don't like what they're doing so much in the future of this flannelization and derailments. But I'll save more on that for an editorial. Right now, let's get to how this is gonna end.
Hey, Loud!
Ah, I can't hear you, Grouse.
I was just going to tell you.
I'm blocking out the haters.
There are jaguars and snakes and quicksand.
I'm not listening.
I'm not kidding. Listen, you cannot go in there.
There are jaguars and snakes and quicksand. I'm not kidding. Listen, you cannot go in there.
You forgot to put on the parking brake again.
Baby, please come back. I'm so sorry.
Don't. No one likes an I told you so.
And there you have it. Yeah, sometimes blocking out so much your haters does not too much work out very nicely. Especially if you're Lynn Sr. who never puts Vanzilla and put the parking brakes on.
Don't look at me with your judgmental hollow eye holes.
This was the fucking Taunting Hour.
It is a beautiful day to fuck shit up.
Where do I fucking begin with this one? Who in the fuck thought this was a good idea to make this an episode? Especially for children. I'll tell you, the person who actually directed this, whose name I cannot pronounce very much, he's done some pretty much bad work throughout his career. And yet this episode is a shining perfect example that he is arrogant and stubborn against criticism. And this was the same kind of asshole who actually worked on some really good stuff like Ed, and Eddie. But somehow he had to make a Loud House episode bitter and childish toward criticism, and he thinks that critics are all bad. This episode absolutely did nothing to fix criticism. What I even hate more about this episode is like Lynn Sr., Rita, Lynn Jr., Lola, Lisa, Luna, and Lou Ann, they were so very fucking unlikable from the very last minute, and they blamed Lincoln, and even one of them called him a life ruiner. And yet these are actually the same kind of people who actually treated Lincoln like crap in No Such Luck. And you know, speaking of Luna, if it was Doug and Michelle instead of the Burned Bean manager, this would have been so much better, considering how arrogant they were toward her in Really Loud Music. The same thing I can actually say about Lynn Sr.'s critic, which could have either been Principal Hudgens, Fat Fuck Lord Thetterby, or Steve Stanko, who I pretty much fucking hated in Legends. And yeah, I'm too fucking surprised that Lynn Sr. and Rita haven't even talked to Chandler's fucking parents about what all the bullshit he's put Lincoln through. Once again, stupidity has to run in their fucking brains. I really hate episodes like that, especially when some people get away scot-free and don't get any kind of consequence or discipline whatsoever. It's simply a plot that actually goes from one stupid plot to the next cringeworthy one. What hurts it even more is that Lenny, Lucy, and Lana, for some reason, didn't have so much haters, and they really didn't even participate in the table conversation they were having about the critics about what the rest of the family had. Then again, Lucy would have been so much a saving grace, especially when it came from Lou Ann, who actually helped her out and had Poe's anxiety. And they could have actually helped the family out, even Lincoln, after when the family felt like they were disowning him. But nope, the writers suddenly just say, fuck this, let's just get on with the plot. I'm telling you, all hating is one place to another. Haters can be more nasty, aggressive, and mean-spirited, hot-tempered, and act more like a bigger bully than they think they know everything when seriously they fucking don't. Look, if you're actually gonna call every single critic bad in this world, then you're really calling everybody who criticized a TV episode or movie bad. Even if it is your son and daughter, if they turn out to be critics too. I'm telling you, everyone's a critic. Even on my channel. And the sad thing to say about this episode, this isn't gonna fucking help anyone else out there, especially when some people need to learn to take criticism to either step it up on the quality of their own efforts on what they're really good at. Otherwise, people won't learn anything from the criticism they are given. As if the idiot crew members behind The Simpsons don't even know when to cancel the show when it has to come to an end. But there is one saving grace in this episode, and that is Lincoln. Okay, I know Lincoln was kind of terrible at his work, especially in the very end of it, but throughout the entire episode, he tried, okay? Let me just say it again. He tried to help Lynn and the others out. And I know he went overboard to tell each of his family members that they got some bad critics themselves too, but he wasn't meaning to have his family turned against him. He was just telling them the real result, and they could have been a better person to fix up to what they're really good at doing. But seeing how they took it, it's like the writers don't even give a fuck anymore. Yeah, and mostly ignoring your own critics does not usually fucking help out. Shit, myself, I just blocked them after I removed their comment. So pretty much this episode was like the nail into a coffin. It's not the worst as No Such Luck is, but it sure as hell is worse than Kings of the Con. Yeah, so not only did Season 1 have its worst episode with the greenhouse, Season 2 with no such luck, Season 3 Frenzy, Season 4 Kings of the Con, Season 5 Schooled, now we have a worst episode for Season 6, and that is this episode. Just skip this one for all I fucking care. Oh my gosh, this took so much a lot out of me. Okay, Andreas, what you got?
Well, here is what I have to say about the Taunting Hour. I hate it. I pretty much hate it. It's like, this is why I'm disappointed with the Loud House. It was one of Nickelodeon's best shows. It even beat SpongeBob. About time someone took down that yellow sponge. But now it's becoming mediocre where you see the same thing over and over and over again. And I'm disappointed because this is not how I thought the story would go. I thought that not only Lincoln would help Lynn get over her criticism, but Luna, Luann, Lola, Rita, Lynn, and Lisa would all pitch in to help Lynn how to deal with criticism the right way, because they all have critics. They all have people who sometimes are not interested in what they're interested in. So I thought they would be helpful in giving Lynn advice. But nope, we decided, hey, the people love Lincoln getting tortured, so let's throw in more Lincoln torture porn. Jesus, it's like they're trying to turn Lincoln into the next Wile E. Coyote. And with Wile E. Coyote, you gotta love him and hate him, because on the one hand, you feel his sympathy. You feel that he's trying so hard. But on the other hand, you kind of hate him because he just wants to kill this damn bird, which he has failed many, 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 many times. Anyway, back to the episode. This is why I keep saying that whoever works in the Loud House writing staff needs a think tank that's similar to Pixar's Brain Trust. At least with them, they're able to take a mediocre story and elevate it into something spectacular. That's why we have films like Toy Story, Finding Nemo, Monsters, Inc., The Incredibles, Inside Out, Soul. Those movies are great, and they've been rewritten over millions of times before they think that version is just right. It's like what they're doing with the Loud House. They write the first draft and say, okay, it's good. Now get into production so we can get that money. Oh, for God's sakes. It's like they're not putting enough effort into making a good story that makes you feel for these characters. I'm sorry, it's just that I'm kind of spazzing out because people were beginning to love these characters ever since they debuted. Sure, season 1 was tough, but that's when they were putting their feet in the water and trying to see what works and what doesn't work. By the time they got to season 2 and 3, they got it. But in the middle of season 4, that's when not just me, but everybody else was losing interest. And that's disappointing. There are better ways to deal with criticism. But on the other hand, there are some criticisms that can help you. What am I talking about? Okay. You know, with online critics, they can help you either to try it out or avoid it. And that's kind of what's happening in the Taunting Hour, especially with Lynn, like at a restaurant, like if you want to try the food or you don't want to try it, whatever food he's serving. The point I'm trying to make is not all critics are bad people. There are better ways to deal with criticisms. There are some criticisms that you can ignore, and there are some criticisms that try to help you so you can try to become a better person. Whoever worked on this episode should be professionals. I'm afraid to say this, but the Loud House has officially become Teen Titans Go. I'm so sorry, but it's true. It's like they can write whatever they want to write, and nobody's gonna notice the difference because it's a cartoon. People are not gonna notice flaws, but you're forgetting. People will notice flaws, and they're gonna call out whoever makes these episodes for not showing the respect to their audience. Which is kind of like what happened with this year's Oscars. Showing disrespect to animation. Like, who cares? Animation is just for kids. Man, that was the most humiliating thing I've ever saw with the Oscars. As Stanley would say, enough said.
This has been the Loud House Critic, and I just need to get the fuck out of here.
Me time, a little room to breathe. Time, a little quiet and peace I've never had. least, I'm never lonely. We're never lacking for a sports team. Maybe